Hey everyone, David here. If you're new to this channel, I bet you have no idea who the heck I am. That will all be explained today. My name is David. Those of you who do know who I am, hello again. I am the mastermind of the plush friks. If you don't know what I mean by that, well, you're about to find out. This is going to be a multi-part series about me explaining the stupid FNAF plush frick lore. And we are going to be doing this in the multiverse saga way, which means I'll be explaining it in chronological order. And here and there, I will include other universes that can be related to stupid FNAF plush friks just a little bit. We will not be covering everything about every multiverse saga thing in here. We will not cover every universe in here. We are primarily only talking about stupid FNAF plush friks, the series itself, the FNAF plush-inspired series itself. We will not go in depth of what the FNAF lore and stuff like that is, because I'm assuming you already know all its lore, otherwise you probably wouldn't be on this channel right now, because this is a FNAF-based channel anyways. So since I'm guessing you know at least most of the FNAF lore, we'll skip all the games and stuff. But this is the order they go in. At least, we think so. We're not 100% sure about everything. This could be completely wrong. But most of the fandom thinks this is the timeline. But anyways, starting off, we have Mr. Oldblade's past. Oh wait, before we go into that, I want to say that this playlist is still in development. It's not completely finished and probably never will be. We always keep getting mistaken of what videos go in what order. So you're gonna see a lot of video rearrangements in the order they are placed in as days go by. Which makes it even more confusing, but what the heck. So, Mr. Oldblade's past. We weren't really sure where to put this in the playlist, but why I'm saying we is because I'm David myself, and I guess Joey made the videos and stuff. Like, this is Joey's channel in real life, and I'm just a fictional character that is on screen right now, so that's why I'm saying we, because there's two of us, technically, even though I'm being played by the person who made all this. So, episode 206, Mr. Oldblade's past. The beginning and the end takes place in modern day, after the Battle of the Front Yard during Villains with Desires is. But majority of his backstory as he's narrating it actually takes place in 1962. And this explains the origins of this guy right here, Mr. Oldblade. When he was a child, he was kidnapped and then taken to Siberia. He was kidnapped by his future master, Darkness. At least he goes by Darkness. He looks like a pair of goggles or something like that. I don't know. And that symbol right there, I'm not sure if you could see that, is the Death Clan. That is why they took Mr. Oldblade. At least that wasn't his real name. Well, it sort of was. Okay, whatever. His name at the time was Peterson Oldblade as a child. But he went undercover as a different name to Mr. Oldblade as he got older to cover all of his crimes and stuff. After he escaped Siberia and the Death Clan. We'll get to that later. That is Darkness. I don't really recall, but I think his legal name is Sir Goggles or something like that, but he goes by Darkness, primarily. And that is some sort of weird voodoo ancient statue right there. We don't talk about that. The snowman-looking thingy. And that is the battle arena right over there. That is where, Mr. Oldblade and... oh yeah, censored because it was about to show, Dad's license plate, and we don't want to show that. So anyways. Everyone was taken by Darkness, right? And then, they had, like, very strict rules. They only got, like, 15 minutes of sleep, and their bedroom dorms were, like, just little holes in snow, which is kind of sad, if you ask me. And all the people that Darkness kidnapped, formed the Death Clan. So now, they're now, like, this, like, giant army in the middle, like, Siberia in the middle of nowhere. And what the Death Clan does is basically genocide. Basically, their objective is to eliminate a certain amount of population global-wide, so they can make room for more members of themselves. Or something like that. I don't know all the lore yet. Yes, I do not know all the lore of the very thing I created. Kinda weird. That just proves that how confusing this storyline is. And also, my thoughts and opinions are completely based on Joey right here. Hello. Because, basically I don't feel like showing my face a lot in this video, so that's why I'm controlling this bottle thing, which is the character David. But anyways, we're getting slightly off topic. So anyways, Peterson Oldblade finds two friends called Cap and Octopus Prime, I think his name was. I could just unmute this to get more background information, but I just want to do like a documentary where it's like, this is the background that's like silent and stuff. I'm just gonna say whatever I remember, so so you guys know how on track I am with my lore and stuff. Lore or story, you know? But anyways, after Pearson Oldblade, the little knife guy, met his two new best friends, after some years passed by, him and Octopus Prime had to do like this like final challenge duel thing. Yeah, it's an immediate red flag when the creator has no idea what their lore is about, right? Okay, anyways. But Mr. Oldblade loses to the fight, and then Octopus Prime goes out of bounds or something like that, out of the Death Clan bounds, and he finds this like pile full of leaves, and when you pick one up, it grants you a wish or tells you a wisdom something. Like, I guess you could say the leaf that you pick up is like your mentor or something like that. And the leaf that Octopus picks up convinces Octopus Prime to basically betray the Death Clan or something like that, and to go on a hunt for Mr. Oldblade. As you can see, this is in the middle of the battle right now and stuff. Yeah. Stabby stab. But, as soon as that happens, Octopus Prime, sort of, so, like, Cap was going with Octopus Prime to the leaves, wish pile thing, right? Like, the wish pile of dead leaves. You know, those, brown leaves, you know, those, like, nature chip-looking things? Okay, whatever. And then Octopus Prime, sort of tries to kill Cap, and then he, buries him in ice, or snow, and he freezes to death. Shortly after, Darkness, betrays, Peterson Oldblade, or Mr. Oldblade, or whatever you want to call him right now, and he, abuses him, and he sticks him upright in the middle of the snow, and he freezes there for, like 10 to 11, I don't remember how many years. And then after all those years passed by, like, while all that was going on, a huge, army of, Russians, like, tramples through their, clan, and they caused chaos, because their little village is so small and they couldn't see it because, you know, they're like little objects, you know? And I don't really know where they were going or anything, but I do know that they were just going to somewhere by trampling through their small little Death Clan village. So yeah, the Russians were on their way to some sort of like battle or something like that, and they trampled through the entire this area and destroyed everything. Cap has reawoken from the dead. He investigates. Turns out Peterson Oldblade is still alive too. They escape to, America, the United States. And all this time, Octopus Prime has also escaped too. And then, the only, frozen person that we do see on screen is Darkness, indicating that he died from I don't know how to pronounce or anything. From frozen water. That sounds so specific and weird to say, but you get what I mean. Darkness froze to death, while the rest of them escaped to North America. And at the time of the modern day part of this video takes place, either at the very beginning or the very end, like, throughout this entire video, Mr. Oldblade is narrating his entire past. So technically, this video takes place in modern day, but I decided to put it at the beginning of the playlist because the majority of the video takes place in his backstory, which is 1962. So that's the longest time ago in the multiverse saga so far, which I guess makes sense to put in the beginning. But yet again, it shows a spoiler for what happens many years later. But it's not that big of a spoiler because the person, Mr. Oldblade, after his narrating who he kills, isn't really that big of a character anyway. Just his sidekick of him or something like that. So yeah, this is modern day, well, I guess before now, and this was his partner at the time, Plastic Bag. we will get to how this happened, like, what's going on with the spaceship and stuff, and growing up Mr. Oldblade and stuff like that, in, like, part 4, part 5, part 6, something like that. Like, explain the story or lore of the stupid FNAF plush friks storyline. Like, it'll come in a later part, and I thought about separating it, because if we, make this, video, like, too long, then no one's gonna watch it, you know? I want to keep it short, like, 30, 40 minutes long or something like that. So, next in the stupid FNAF plush friks playlist, we have Zebro's childhood. Well, it's really the Multiverse Saga timeline, but, whatever. This is supposed to be, like, the accurate mainstream timeline of, like, not just the stupid FNAF plush friks series, but other, YouTubers series and stuff like that I just put in here. So, many years later, this was 1994, I believe. 1993, I don't know. Hold on, let me look at the papers. Let's see. Zero's this age at this time. 25 in 2017, 15 in 2007, 5 in 1997. Zero's born 1992. Huh. Okay, my mistake. This video actually takes place in 2003. In the story order, that is. Because YouTube didn't exist back in 2003. So it would have been possible to, upload this on that day. But I uploaded this on, like, 2021, so just before the Villains with Desires movie, so whatever. And if you're curious what Villains with Desires is, that's coming in a later part. Excuse me. So Zebro was a 11-year-old child. Him and Wheelie, who was another friend of his best friend, just, like, went away for, like, no reason. I'm not sure why I decided to make the video plot like that, but whatever, it's in the past now. I guess, like, to make you feel bad for Zebro for what's later to come in the series. So anyways, Zebro lost his friend, he's very depressed, and then he tries to die by getting hit by a car. Like, just like that. I'm not sure why I uploaded the video like that, but it got dark quickly, okay? But then, after a failed attempt of doing so, he decided to live on. This is this is both a ridiculous and sad video, so yeah, let's not talk about this anymore. After that, he went home, and then, he went to his own mischievous adventures at his house. This dude is gonna become really important for later stupid FNAF plush friks videos, alright? Now we got Steed Bros, the comic, episode 1. I have plans to make another episode, but I'm not sure when I'm gonna do that, because I'm caught on, like, making the egg thing right now and stuff. It's very well in production. I'm almost done filming part 1, so it should be out, probably within the next few weeks or something like that. It's been in production for a long while, and I worked really hard on part 1. So, yeah. Basically, this comic is nothing more than, like, what Zebro does in everyday life at his house. That's what this series is gonna be about, but as you can see, that is Uni, and if you don't know who Uni is, that is a character from King Bonnie's channel, which will be relevant later to the story. Let's just say in the future she got kidnapped or something, and she got dragged out to the woods. There's an epic anime fight between Uni and Zebro, and there's me. Well, not me, Bottle, but Joey me, writing the story. I'm really just voicing over this thing. So many Stampy videos later, and the reason why Stampy is in here is because, Hit the Target's gonna become a role in stupid FNAF plush friks here shortly. That was a spoiler, but whatever. But hey, you guys wanted spoilers, because the lore explained the video, so yeah. If you thought the last Zebro episode was pretty depressing, this one will sure top that off. Because in this one, this is many years later, after Zebro gets a job, for, Mr. Oldblade's, now an adult, like, mega office building place, and where, like, office cubicles are and stuff. And, here's a little bit of background. So, a long time ago, after Mr. Oldblade, Mr. Oldblade and, Cap flee to America, Cap got shot by David's father, well, this guy's father, Simon, I think his name was, and died. And then Mr. Oldblade killed David's father, Simon, out of revenge. And it was a pretty gory scene, but it wasn't in this episode. That's gonna come in the later part. When you see that part that I just mentioned, it's gonna come in the flashback in the video I won't mention until, like, far in the future or something like that, when we're close to the end of these, like, lore videos. And also, I should have said this at the very beginning, but, just a quick reminder, I'm probably not gonna be the most accurate, to the stupid FNAF plush frick lore, despite me being the very creator of it. Yeah. That's how lost of track I am. So anyways, in present day, when I say present day, I mean when the video's taking place. But anyways, in present day, Zebro is, confronting, Mr. Oldblade, who is the boss of him. And, after, like, Mr. Oldblade escaping America, he found this, like, office building full of, like, people in life, right? Well, he murdered everyone inside there, committing genocide. He killed the boss, and then he took the office building for himself, renaming it to Mr. Oldblade's place or something, which is what this is. Even though the environment is really the cabin, I was just lazy making this video at the time, so forgive me for that. Just pretend this takes place in the Cubicle's office building. But anyways, I'm still talking about the prologue of what led up to this video. So, I'm not sure what really happens in between. That lore still developing on how, like, Mr. Oldblade got away with all those murders and stuff and took the building for himself. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna, like, mix that lore into, like, this video yet, but I do know this. Eventually, he started kidnapping random employees, a similar way to how Darkness used to kidnap random children and then make them into his army for the Death Clan. A similar way, but except, he's making them his, like, servants and stuff. And as you can see, he's choking them to death there, wow. And Zebro, the little kid that you saw in, the previous video, who was suicidal, is the very one who got abused the most by Mr. Oldblade, and is far by the most intelligent. He has, like, frickin' 300-something IQ. And I believe this company has something to do with, like, batteries or something, like, manufacturing batteries or something. It's not battery making factory, but it's like a management building for, like, how batteries work or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how business works. This is me just guessing how it works. I don't know how court or liability and crap works, so yeah, I'm only 15, so yeah. So anyways, if you've seen that fish plush from the stupid FNAF plush frick series, that guy that you saw in this video was his father, and he got murdered by Mr. Oldblade. So basically, what is going on here is that Mr. Oldblade is really angry at, Zebro, right now, so he decided to torture him to death. He broke his jaw off, and he's, saying crap to him and stuff like that. He's talking crap to Zebro, and the same thing to, the fish dude. The fish gets stabbed and brutally murdered. The cops jump in, which is what's happening on this black screen. You can only hear what's going on. And they shoot They, shoot, Mr. Oldblade, and, he survives the gunshot. And they arrest him. Then they, take Zebro to a hospital, and he's fine. But Fish died from the stab of, Mr. Oldblade, because he's literally a sword. Which is what leads us up to this video, where, Zebro is talking with a man nurse in this hospital. So yeah, they talk for a little bit, and then all is good, and then he leaves the hospital. So Zebro was about to leave the hospital when something just, like, killed him, like, just like that. Like, Zebro just instantly went brain dead, died. What happened was, I will explain what these are in a future video, but, if you never, seen stupid FNAF plush friks or anything like that before, and this is the first content of that you've seen, then, get ready for what I'm about to say, because this is gonna be only revealed once more in a way future video of this right now. So it won't be brought up, probably not brought up again until now. So basically, one of Glitchtrap's, clones, became a glitch, like, in the atmosphere and stuff, and then possessed, themselves into Zebro's head. And then, he killed him. But he didn't just kill him, he pretended to be Zebro. This Glitchtrap minion thing took over his body. I'll explain what this Glitchtrap minion thing is in a way future video, but, I suggest, watching that future video now if it exists, and then coming back to this spot of the video, so it makes sense of what I'm talking about. If it doesn't, then whatever, you'll get it whenever that thing uploads. Bill's Walk isn't gonna be here forever. It's just a filler title by King Bonnie until there's gonna be a backstory on how the plush Bill Cipher was actually accidentally brought into this world, and I have a full story for that. So Anjin, you'll figure out who Anjin is later. I might as well talk about them now. So Anjin figured out that in a separate, universe within the multiverse, William Afton from the Five Nights at Freddy's universe has come back as this, like, glitch anomaly looking thing. And he wants to go bigger. He wants to go cross-worldwide multiverse style. Like, he wants to take over worlds and stuff. Like the actual glitch trap from FNAF VR is who I'm talking about. So, William Afton, now this glitch bunny thing called Glitch Trap, wants to celebrate his victory for staying alive again, because he always comes back. So he's slowly trying to develop an army. He's been slowly making clones of himself. Actually, never mind. You didn't have to wait until later for me to explain what's going on with Glitch Trap so you can understand what I just talked about a few minutes ago. Okay, here we go. Because all that's being explained right now. Here we go. So yeah, Glitch Trap has been slowly making clones of themselves and then making them his minions and stuff. Over time, the minions have been starting to look less and less like himself. Probably because the cloning machine was malfunctioning or something. But he gave his clones the ability to, like, basically, like, disappear into the atmosphere and then fly inside people's heads and then take over their body by killing them and then hosting their body. Which is exactly what happened to Zebro. And then they pretend to be that person that they just killed. This is gonna be very, very important with Zebro in the future. So anyways, Anjin is a company, like a scientific company, that is trying to stop that. They're trying to make sure that William Afton doesn't do any more harm, and, like, keep him in this dimension. The reason why William Afton is doing all this to let not just, his world know, but every part of the multiverse know that he's still alive. What a great comeback. And of course, this is after Ultimate Custom Night. Or during, who knows. But anyways, about the Bill Cipher video. Anjin, I forgot what it stands for. Totally not some other existing company out there in the world. Basically, they were testing portals and stuff, right? And then they were testing portal guns and stuff one day. And that's when they accidentally opened a portal to a new dimension. And then, lo and behold... Oh, you thought I was gonna say Bill Cipher. No, Bill Cipher didn't come out of that portal. The Wish Hamster came out of that portal. If you don't know who he is, go check out King Bonnie's videos. He will be explained later in the video. Well, not this video, but later in this video series about me explaining the story and lore of stupid FNAF Flesh Bricks. So the Wish Hamster, he decides to help Anjin with the plan, and then they open another portal to test another portal gun, and then lo and behold, the Bill Cipher plush comes out of the portal, and then pretty much, destroys everything in that, like, science room or whatever they're in, where they're testing portals and stuff. He kills almost, half the people in there, I'm guessing. This is gonna be a future video, so if you don't want spoilers for the, this, Anjin Files episode that's coming soon, please turn back now. Caution, turn back now. And this Bill Cipher is not the Bill Cipher from the actual Gravity Falls world. This is a alternate Gravity Falls version of Bill Cipher that entered the Plush Frick world. And after that, the lore about Bill Cipher, how it connects to the rest of the story about him, is still in development. I don't really know much about it yet. I'm still making that. So any lore that is still in development, I'm not really going to talk about that much, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense in the end. So this video is really just a placeholder to, like, indicate where that future video is going to be. I may or may not remove it. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just keep it there. And I'll put, like, that video, like, right here or something like that. In between Zap 2 by Cool Quest and Bill's Walk by King Bonnie. And the real beginning is where things start to get out of hand. In chronological order, this is the first actual stupid FNAF Plush Bricks content. Because you get to see Nightmare Foxy and Chica for the first time. They one day wake up and meet in this simulated, fake, real-life looking world thing, like GTA 5 looking crap. They investigate, and they later find out that, the character that plays, this bottle thing called David is in control. And he is, well, I'm gonna say me because you're seeing this thing on screen, so it makes sense to say me. So, even though me is actually myself, but I'm gonna say me for the bottle. Or I don't know. pronouns be like. So anyways, they listen to radio, and they, hear me, David, and it's basically me explaining why they are in this simulated world. And in 3 days, they will be automatically transported to the real world that looks identical to the simulation world. And they also find out that David here, was, injecting, the plushes to forget, like, memories and stuff like that, and it mishmashes their mind to, like, forget and remember random things that may or may not be true. And that is also very important for the entire series as a whole. The engine juice is what they call it. When you stick the needle in someone, the medicine or whatever drug or something like that makes you, forget things, and it makes you remember fake things usually. And that's exactly what's going on right here. And I have the exact same radio right here as seen in the video. As seen on TV! Cute. Oh yeah, the cup freak. This is after Chica and, Nightmare Foxy been moved to the real world. And the reason why they're, hold on, let me pause this so I have more time. So yeah, the reason why they're being moved to the real world, and stuff like that, and the reason why they're even being taken by Engine in the first place. So the reason why they're being taken by Engine in the first place is because to basically, they're holding them captive, without them realizing it, to basically train them, because they need an army to, like, defeat Glitchtrap from taking over worlds among the multiverse and stuff. But the plush friks don't figure any of that out until far in the future from now. But right now, they encountered this cup, which is basically like a living robot. Like, basically not even AI, probably possessed or something. I don't know how my lore works in the cup right now. Well, I mostly do, but I don't know about how it lives and stuff part. But this is how the cup was created. You know Zebro, now infected by this, like, Glitchtrap clone, right? Well, he made, this, like, cup robot that can fly and teleport and shapeshift into any other, object that is possible to contain liquid. And it was built to kill people, so it can fulfill the Death Clan's plan. So yes, this Glitchtrap minion is following the legacy of the Death Clan for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe he gone rogue from Glitchtrap's plans to do a different bad thing. I don't freaking know, because the Death Clan's motives are far different than Glitchtrap's. Well, not far different, but they're somewhat familiar or similar. And then the cup was programmed to build, like, an army of several cups. And the robot cups, basically stalk the plush friks. You don't really see them in the videos or anything, but you just, feel that there's more than one cup. I'm not sure why I'm laughing at the word cup right now. Oh yes, this is a teaser right here that you see Zebro, may have been the one that created the cup. So, the infected Zebro created the cup, and the cup created a massive army of cups, which you don't really see until, the most recent Stupid FNAF Plush Frik episode. Actually, it's not in the Stupid FNAF Plush Frik episode, it's a Plush Frik Extras episode. It's Extras 2, I think. But anyways, the cup, investigates the Plush Frik's house. It battles Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy yeetuses it out of the building, well, out of the house, and then it crashes onto the sidewalk. And, the following morning, this happens. King Bonnie's the cup. Damn it! That's fair. So then this is a completely different YouTube channel who is canon to my universe. This is King Bonnie here, a good friend of mine. So yeah, the news reporter, from what looks like, it has been attacked from the cup already, and, yeah, he got a bit of a Resident Evil damage to his face right there. So, the King Bonnie crew, that's what I'm gonna call them, or I have been calling them for the past, like, 7 months, discovers that, a mysterious flying cup, the same one from, Joey's house, well, my house, but you know what I mean, flown to wherever King Bonnie lives, and now is attacking them. And then epicness happens. Yes, I will say that, epicness happens. The cup ends up possessing the cup ends up possessing Freddy, and then he turns against them. But then he is unpossessed later. Hold up, let me check. Does he get unpossessed? Yeah, something like that. Hold up, let me rewatch this real quick. So yeah, Freddy attacks the cup with a knife and it doesn't go so well for him. He gets consumed. One like equals one prayer for Freddy Fazbear. And then Freddy starts blooping around like a fish. And then they take Cup and then put him in a green bucket. Or a green jack-o'-lantern thing. Which then got me thinking, got me inspired to make this a next Cup episode. Because I figured out, hey, I have a green pumpkin thing. Everyone has one of those, right? So then I used that for my next Cup video, which didn't come until a little while later. I'll explain that one after some of these, but we're not covering the Stampy videos because, like I said, we're sticking to the main line Stupid FNAF Plush Friks story. And King Bonnie counts as the main line story too, because his lore is based off of mine, and mine is based off of his, kinda like both. It's confusing, but you know what I mean. And then the Special Strike stuff happens in a completely different universe, but that will be relevant to future Stupid FNAF Plush Friks episodes. If you haven't checked out the Haas Dog Special Strike universe, the Amazing Gamer 111's Misadventures, or Derpy Horse's End of the Memeverse, go check them out. They're really good, and they'll explain for what's to come in the future Stupid FNAF Plush Friks videos. Pretty much anything past episode 200 and beyond is slightly Special Strike related in a way. Skip all of it. So now, this is where the first ever episode of Stupid FNAF Plush Friks was filmed. I can easily talk about all these, like, episodes, all the way up to, like, episode 50, I think. Like, in a few words or less. Nonsense, I just put that there because that's simply the first episode and its requirement. Number 2, number 3. Number 2, I don't really know why that was there. I guess, like, to show, like, the first 3 existing. And then number 3 is 4. 4's appearance from BFDI, which is gonna make who's gonna make another appearance in the future episode. Which is why it's there. And then, number 9, Chica's battle wounds, explains how Chica got her battle wounds. She literally hit her head on a table, and that's it. The Silverware Wars is, I think, where Chica started to develop the hole in the back of her head. And she developed it more when Joey shot her in the back of the head in Operation Chica. And number 18, that wasn't featured in this episode, is where Gator74 comes in. His legal name is Alligator, but he goes by Gator74 now, because he has 74 teeth. This character will be somewhat important in the future as well. In red paint, super squishy is indicating Chica's blood clot after she got shot in the back of the head. Open the back door shows Nightmare Freddy's appearance, and he's a doctor at the time, and his voice was much different than now. He went to check up on Chica to, like, fix her blood clot, probably remove it or something like that, but then he denied her for some weird reason, because he depends on a Lego brick. To this day, he still depends on a Lego brick, but you don't ever see the Lego brick in any of the videos, because I haven't found the 2x4 bright red Lego brick yet. As soon as I find one of those, then it's gonna be featured a lot more in the Stupid FNAF Plush Friks series. And this is a random thing. This is the Roblox game called Action, and the title is literally called and basically the lore is that somehow Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Freddy, and some other Stupid FNAF Plush Friks characters managed to end up in Roblox. I'm not sure how, but I guess they can just magically, like, swoop inside a device and be in it, and then do stuff in, like, Roblox, I don't know. So they were in Action. So yeah. And Deep Breath Out shows the iconic, like, gag where, like, or, like, comedic gag where, like, Chica does a deep breath in. Oh my god, I cracked David's face. Long deep breath out. If you've seen that meme, you know where that is. And then if something crazy happens, episode 30, I believe that's the first appearance of Steve and Withery, who are basically, the yin and yang of each other at the time. Like, one of them was always good, and one of them was always bad, or it would have been vice versa, depending on the video. And you may have noticed, as you watch some of these, the videos were glitched out, and making the video was kind of annoyed that they were, but then that's where the idea of glitch trap sparked in. I decided that maybe, like, in the Stupid FNAF Plush Friks lore, a glitch trap clone, like, coming from the Stupid FNAF Plush Friks universe entered your universe and entered your device and started hacking the video and then froze it or something like that, which is why some of these videos may look kind of frozen or something like that, such as this one, I think. I think it's just like a picture or something. Excuse me, I think it's like a picture of like some part of the way. Oh, false alarm. But there are definitely stupid FNAF Plush Friks episodes that do that. And then in This Is the Greatest Plan, it's about Foxy and Freddy battling over a random drain plug. Sounds weird, I know, you talk random stuff like this, but it'll make sense when you actually watch the series itself. And then Chica and Nightmare Foxy have their iconic rap battle, the Yes It Is, No It Ain't one. And in the Mushroom Monster Part 1, Nightmare Foxy discovers a mushroom that Bill Cipher poisoned. Well, didn't really poison, but he really just put like mind-controlling juices in it. Nightmare Foxy ate it and it made him go rabid after Bill Cipher put a spell in it. Told you Bill Cipher will be important for later. And Bill Cipher sort of spies on them from behind the cabin and stuff. The cabin is sort of its own separate shelter from the house we live in. It's where I am in now. So after he's going rabid, the Plush Friks try to stop him. They fail, sort of. I don't remember how it went. Even though the video was made a month ago, it's only 5 minutes. I don't really remember how it went, but I believe Nightmare Foxy escaped them. And then he was, in the end of the video, he said, badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. And then that directly goes into part 2, where they actually stop him. I don't really remember what happened in part 3. Hold on, let me check that out. Oh yeah, Nightmare Foxy ate another, mushroom that Bill Cipher poisoned, and then the whole thing went over again. And then later, they went into the house instead of being in the cabin because they're bored. Then 2 minutes later, after all that, one of the engine agents, that's what I call them, is holding one of those engine forgetting juice syringes with the medicine of that in it, and once injected into someone, at this point you already know what it does. It makes people forget random things and then remember fake or real things. It basically mixes their memory to like a maximum level in like the most random order possible. That's what it does. So then this agent goes inside. And then he, removes, and then, well, doesn't remove memory. He sort of injects it into Nightmare Foxy as he's going to the restroom or hallway or another room or something like that, which is going on right now, right here. And this can work as a sunset background. I might consider using this. And then when Nightmare Foxy gets back, he doesn't remember what just happened, I think, because the engine dude, the guy working for Engine and working for this character, David, injected the medicine into him. So yeah. FNAF in real life is sort of what's happening in the meanwhile scheme of things. I think that's how you say it, I don't know. But meanwhile the Eagles, which is this sort of like private club restaurant thing, the other side of the Plush Friks are chilling out there doing nothing. Chica decided to be bored and then play FNAF in real life with some of her friends, such as Tigery and Gator74. In the mistake, Nightmare Foxy explodes Chica's favorite toy, which was like a balloon, not a balloon, a beach ball, but the running joke is they call it a balloon, even though it's a beach ball. David, who still looks like a dog and is still very suicidal, decides to actually try to kill himself, which is this character right here. It's like, later I will explain how a dog made its way look like a bottle. Basically, all this time, the David bottle was wearing, a furry suit the entire time. That was it. Like, the dog, plush that is David is actually, like, a suit that David is wearing and spying on the Plush Friks. He was never suicidal to begin with. He was just doing that, and to, like, make it look like that he was a completely different person, I guess. So yeah, David wearing the beige-looking dog costume, tried to kill himself. I think it sort of worked, but not really. They sort of, chased down Nightmare Foxy for doing his crime, popping Chica's, balloon. I said that on purpose. And in another remix, Chica and, Nightmare Foxy had their second rap battle after Nightmare Foxy runs away to where Chica is at the Eagles. And off-camera and on-camera, Freddy shoves some cake in the Foxy. They're talking about how they're gonna hunt down Nightmare Foxy. In the getaway, Nightmare Foxy is back, and then it's a race car chase between, like, Freddy and Nightmare Foxy or something like that. Return of the Foxy, I think is, I think it's something to do with Nightmare Foxy returning, or, Foxy himself returning. And then the game is where things start to switch up a little bit. Like, we had this story going on here, and that sort of, like, the entire plot just cuts off right here, and then it starts a new story from right here, sort of. That's because David sort of manipulated with the plush friks a little bit, sort of like injecting them with, like, more of, like, the engine juices and stuff to make them mess with their memories and stuff, I think. And then he did this, like, BFDI kind of related game. And then in the future, that sort of same thing continues. And I think Foxy won or something like that. I don't know. But in the post-credit scene, I guess, of the video, not really post-credits because there aren't any credits, but at the very end of the video, it says what happens in the future in 2023, which is still gonna be its own video that's gonna happen. That end scene in this video right here is still gonna be its own separate video, but a more improved version. And then Gator74, this is where lore starts to get really deep, from when, the release order was. This is when, like, during a release order, stupid FNAF plush friks, this is when lore started to get really deep and stuff. So, Gator74, aka Alligary, was just chilling at the Eagles. He was chilling with this, other kid who was just hanging around with him. He was playing around with a battery that basically became a bullet, and it ricocheted across all over the Eagles, and I think it hit, Gator74, and he lost his jaw, but he was able to put it back on himself. He can, like, attach and detach his jaw on command. Kind of freaky, if you ask me. But then, when he went to the restroom, he started, like, a ladder fell on his head as he was starting to become rabid or something like that. Like, just as he was becoming, like, rabid or something like that, a ladder fell on his head. What turned out to happen was actually a glitch-trap clone actually infected Gator74's mind. Another one of these cases, just the same way that Zebra went. But except, Gator74 wasn't infected. He was saved because of the ladder falling on his head. Basically, killed the glitch trap clone because it hit him directly on the spot where that glitch was located in his brain. So him, like, smacked it on the head, bonk, and it got rid of the virus that was in there. And also, Gator74 ended up tearing Tigery to shreds, which is Squeaky's daughter. And Chica is the daughter of Squeaky. The reason I'm being very vague of what I'm saying, and I'm actually, like, I'm trying to make it look like I don't know what I'm talking about on purpose, so it kind of makes you get interested to watch the series to know what I'm talking about and stuff. Which is why I'm not fully pronouncing sentences right now. I'm doing it on purpose to, like, make everything vague, you know? So yeah, that's what happens in the clue. And, I believe it's, like, Chica and, Barbie doll investigate what happened. They find out the scene, the crime scene of, like, they find, like, one, Gator74's missing jaw pieces because the ladder just struck there. And that's, when, portals start to open out from another universe. A Star Wars X-Wing comes out from a different dimension and into the Eagles. It crash lands, and then the fighter pilot, investigates, and they find out that, Tigery's corpse is in the bathroom, filled with clear blood and everything. And then afterwards, in the betrayal, Nightmare Foxy and, Chica argue back at the house. Nightmare Foxy wants to go with the boys to Virginia Beach, as Chica and me, David, try to save the world from Gator74 from, destroying them. And basically what the ladder did is it didn't completely kill the glitch trap clone. All it did was keep, the glitch trap clone from killing Gator74. So instead of that, it still infected him. But instead of that, it just made him have, a sun and moon alter ego kind of thing. Where, like, sometimes he's, himself and sometimes he's not. So Chica and Nightmare Foxy argue about that. In the treasure chest, they mess around with the treasure chest as they try and get to bury it in the middle of Virginia Beach and have a plan for it. In the wave, they're at Virginia Beach doing random crap. In the battle, David, this guy, who's wearing a dog costume at the time, and Chica fight Gator74, who is partially possessed by the, glitch trap thing, which didn't completely kill him or anything like that. And then emergency meeting, David explains to Chica what's actually going on and stuff or something like that. In Steve's revenge, Steve, basically goes mass murder and kills Jeff Bird and Squeaky, But then the plot cuts off again. Starting off with the stranger. I'll explain what happens in these videos next, part. So yeah, that was, Stupid FNAF Plush Friks Explained, Part 1. Part 2 will come out very, very soon, so yeah, laters.